Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg, and I'm going over the cryptocurrency market and punch Bitcoin in the face. Yeah, I'd get a boxing ring, kick its ass. Really started not to like Bitcoin. You want to know one of the reasons why? By the way, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. You want to know one of the reasons why I don't like Bitcoin? This is what I think about Bitcoin, guys. Um, I think that if Bitcoin wasn't around, the crypto market would be full blown bullish right now. All the rest of it. The only thing that's holding it back is this. That's it. It's a crying shame. It's a crying shame, guys. I really do believe that. You have a lot of coins with nice setups. I'm telling you, they're out there. And some of them simply just can't go bullish because of this. So we got to work with what we have to work with. And Bitcoin, I do think, has more downside, guys, is putting off all the characteristics of a bearish move. Just how it's moving, how it's working in there. This three-way move down, everybody's talking about a double bottom, guys. Look, it went up in this bounce, and it's a three-way move down here. It broke the low a little bit, and then it's probably going to do a wave over here to come back down. My most bullish guess is that this will be a 1, 2, 3. It'll come up for a 4, back down for a 5, as I mentioned in previous videos. However, there could be a situation where maybe this is going to take 30 or 60 more days and just wander its way back up over into this area and then maybe do a bigger dump back down to here, guys. That is possible. The sooner this gets done, personally, you want this to get done, get up here, get done, and finish off this sequence. For some reason, it's taking up the time. That's the other issue that I have with Bitcoin is the amount of time that this is taking, guys. This, if you take a look at Bitcoin, let me go out to a weekly chart. Let my viewers know. Now, look, I'm not saying that like this is all doom and gloom, okay? There are some positive things about this also, too. I mean, look at Binance Coin here. It's already at 315. What did it get up to? 317. So Binance Coin, I think it's doing something. But I'm thinking this is all extra stuff for Bitcoin, guys. Here's the positive part of it is Bitcoin on the weekly, which, by the way, this was big news yesterday. I've been talking about this for weeks now, that the bearish or the bullish divergence is being formed on the weekly. Is that good news? Yes, that is good news. That means the momentum is slowing up. So basically what this means, guys, I'll put this simple, is that it's coming down into a wave and it's slowing up in momentum. And down here in the RSI, there's a transition going on down here. How long that transition will take, it will depend on, I guess, market conditions. I mean, maybe Bitcoin is waiting for the Fed to actually do a pause, which, by the way, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you do not want a pivot. Once the Fed pivots, that will be the crash. Go back and look at the history of when the Fed pivots. The Fed knows this too, more than likely, that that's what's going to happen is once they pivot, it'll crash. So once unemployment goes up, unemployment starts going up, and the Fed is going to try to stimulate the economy back with some liquidity by lowering interest rates and getting people to start taking out loans and start thinking about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll make a long story short, and then they'll try to recover that economy in that way. That's why they want to get the rates up, and so they can get them up there and then recover and start lowering them again, because the unemployment rate will start skyrocketing up just like it did in 08 or something like that. And then 01, it starts going up, and then they do the pivot. And once the Fed does a pivot, that will be the crash. But during the pause, these can go up, okay? The assets can go up. So you'll have a rally probably in S&P, the NASDAQ, probably the Dow Jones after this correction that they have possibly coming up, potentially. And then you have a rally in Bitcoin in the crypto market at that time. And then once there is a pivot, there will be a crash again, guys. So that's what I'm kind of suspecting that could possibly be going on. Also, too, I'm hanging out because, one, I'm expecting with Bitcoin to have a bounce sometime soon. a massive bounce if it's not going to be going bullish. All right. So there are two options with this wave sequence that Bitcoin is doing. Okay. There's two options. You clearly call this a 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's coming down to finish off a 5, or it's WXYXZ, or a WX and then a big Y, however you want to label that. Either way, a 5-wave move down, and then those two, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a mega bear move. Because what that means is that this will come down in 5 waves, and there'll be a massive swing back up, probably to 40 or 50K, only to swing back down to these areas again. Okay. So reason I was saying I was like kind of irritated with Bitcoin, guys, is that not only there are lots of coins that really want to rip, kind of like Energy Web Token, which is doing a really good job. And I regret this one right here. This was a mistake on my own because I was in here and I wrote it up a little bit and I exited out, and look at it now, guys. Look at Energy Web Token right now. It is just ripping. This thing is ripping. So that sucks for Energy Web Token, for me anyhow. But, you know, assets can go up while Bitcoin goes down. Here's your proof. Here's your proof. What is this up so far? 55%. Here's another one I want to show you guys. This is Flux Crypto. Okay. If Flux Crypto maintains this low, okay, maintains this low, it might come down. You can see on this daily, it might make a little. If it maintains that low, Flux Crypto is going to rip and break this high. Okay. It's going to do that. So you want to pay attention to this coin if you want to make make some money with Flux Crypto. Okay. So here's the reason why. I was just looking at some things right here. Okay, guys, here's Phantom, and it's probably going to swing back around too. It looks like it's making something like Bitcoin. We'll have to take a look at this, but here's the deal with Phantom. All right. This move that Phantom made right here. Okay, this is a 3-wave move, and it went up into a 3-wave move, and it came down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can clearly see there is your bullish divergence from that 3rd wave to that 5th wave. Okay, and that was the move. I was thinking that would be the end of Phantom's correction right there. Okay, and if you take this, I'm going to take the section out of it, like right around in that area. It's right about there. Okay. You can see it came right down and tagged at 2.618 on the nose. That's a buy, and you could have gotten in there at 20 cents and made a good profit on that run. But the thing is just looking at Phantom, you can see this whole swing right here, and this is all just a separate from this. Okay, you can see how like this right here, this section on Phantom is just extra from Bitcoin because Bitcoin is not going bullish. Okay, and what is it doing? You know, typically what happens on an asset is this would be your WXY. It would do a pretty good bounce, much higher than it did, and then swing back down into a Y. But it has this lazy, like, this is an add-on. This is like an add-on to this whole section right here. And I see a lot of coins that are doing this. And this is definitely caused from what's going on in the macro environment with the DXY, with the treasuries. You know, the 10-year treasuries are going down. The DXY is going down. Gold is going up. So there's definitely something going on in the market, general other markets over there, the traditional financial markets, and in the crypto market, because these should be more bullish than they are, in my opinion, but they're not. So just letting you guys know, be careful out there with these coins, some of these coins, and especially if you're going long. I'm going long right now. Quant's actually looking pretty decent, guys. Going long on some coins, and I will be exiting out of them Elron was one. I got in at 42 on Elron. Decided to do. I've done some pretty decent trades with Elron here, like right here, and exited out up here. Played that bounce, and now I'm down here, and I'm playing this bounce of like 41, and it's up to 43 right now, which is okay. I guess you could say that's okay. 8% gain right there. But I'm just doing a spot trade on Elron, guys. I'm not doing a leverage trade or anything like that. None of my trades right now are leverage, just because you want to be careful with that right now, especially in the bear market, in my opinion. So, Matic, so I mean, at the end of the day, I'm trying to like look at this in a positive way. I want to keep people positive and pumped up for the potential that's coming in the crypto market. And the issue is just going to be the time right now. It's having patience, because there should be a bounce on Bitcoin, guys. At a minimum, there's got to be a bounce somewhere over here, especially if Bitcoin maintains this bullish divergence. So let's say Bitcoin needs to come down a little bit more. Here's the RSI, and it could still come back all the way back down there like that, right? So think about that. So it's back down there in this area, just like so. You still have bullish, as long as it doesn't take that out, you still have bullish divergence, and it's down here a little bit more. There should be a good bounce, good opportunity to make a lot of good money. Bounce to what, 27, 28,000? I mean, remember what happened with some of the alts when Bitcoin just went from, what was that, 18 to 24, 25, what it could do over here, guys. So that's what I'm looking for. I was kind of hoping it would start by the end of the year. Maybe not. Maybe we have to wait till January or February or something like that. But that's kind of what I'm expecting to be happening. Worst case scenario, this turns into some sort of 5-wave move. If this is a 5-wave move, there should be a pretty decent bounce over here, guys. If you have a 5, the 5 needs to correct into a 3-wave move. These A waves and B wave, this B wave right here probably won't be much, but this A wave and this C wave, if it's going to do something like that, will be pretty dynamic. Okay. The corrective waves up can be pretty dynamic in the cryptocurrency market. Not so much with Bitcoin, but with the other cryptos, Ethereum, Matic, Binance Coin. Because if you think about it, if Bitcoin does do something like that, so I'm looking at Binance Coin here, right? So let's say Bitcoin goes down one more leg, or maybe let's say 2 more, 1 more. Don't know yet. Just don't know. Just make it a guess. Let's just say it's 1 more leg. What could Binance do right here, guys? Think about it. Binance could go up there, do another one. While Bitcoin does that A wave up and it completes its sequence, or maybe it goes up a little bit more like so, and then Bitcoin goes into a B wave and it does a correction, and then it goes back up and finishes up off this leg right here. Okay, because at the end of the day, guys, Binance is missing a 5th wave. Okay, if it's not, if this is the 5th wave on Binance, this is a truncated 5th. This is actually extremely bearish for Binance. That's not good for Binance. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Now, the only thing with Binance, I would say, is I would be careful of this CZ guy. He's turning out to be too much of a white knight. That needs to be questioned about CZ. I hope this guy is legit. I really, really do hope this is all above board with this guy, because this going down is not going to be good, in my opinion, guys. So take a look at, let me go over here to Matic, right? So let me go down to Matic, trading at 86 cents, and Matic could do the same thing. It's right in that area. Take a look at Matic right now. You see that wave and going up, back down? Look at this over here. Back up, back down, and then it ripped. So Matic could do the same thing. Bitcoin goes down, it does that bounce, and Matic could go back up there and rip off its last leg too, and then it's going to correct. Same thing with, I think, another coin I was looking at, did a video on yesterday, is XRP. Metis. Metis is down here doing a correction, right? Up in this wave, back down over here, and Metis could rip off a wave and then go back into a correction. So that's what I'm looking for. And it's just going to take a lot more patience to wait for this. Unfortunately, which sucks. That's part of the markets. The markets will wear out people to the point where they just say, forget it. I don't want to wait any longer, or they run out of money, or they lose their money. Right now, what you want to be doing is preserving as much capital as you can, taking these small trades. Don't take huge risks, and try to, make a little bit of money. That's what I would be my strategy. If you're not too comfortable with trading this market right now, just make small, tiny bets and hold on to as much capital as you possibly can right now. Your dollars, hold on to your dollars, your cash. Cash is the safest place to be right now. Most of you probably already know that. It's going to be safer than stable coins. It's going to be safer than any of that other stuff that's out there in the crypto market, especially if there's going to be another leg down for Bitcoin. And we don't know if there's going to be another, contagion from the FTX, and what exchange is going to be going down next, and what's going to be going on there, guys. So that's what I'm looking at it. The bounce is coming. It's just going to matter how big is that bounce going to be, and how soon is it going to come. Okay. I'm hoping by January, but don't be surprised if it goes out to February or even March. This bear market is brutal for the crypto space. This is brutal. It's going to wear a lot of people out. They're going to throw their hands up. They're throwing their hands up every day, and they're leaving. And they just said, forget it. There's a recession coming. This is all going down. It's never going to be going back up. That mentality is out there right now, guys. It is going on big time, and there could be missing a money-making opportunity of a lifetime, even on a Bitcoin bounce that could go up. Now, that's the worst case scenario, guys. Maybe Bitcoin is going down to complete a correction, and it's going to go into another sequence. Okay? It could be. Is it going to be completing a sequence here, and it's done in this area, and it's just getting out here, start over another run? It could. So it's down here, and then Bitcoin's going to go up. So let's just say, like, the Fed is going to pause, right? The Fed's going to pause. It's coming down here, and finally finish something up. Wherever it ends up, the Fed does a pause, and Bitcoin can go up into another wave, right? And hanging out up here, and then the Fed is going to do a pivot, and then it's going to come back down, kind of like 2018, whiz back up onto some wave like Binance Coin, and then bam, right? That's the pivot. That's the end of, maybe the recession has been passed, or maybe it's just, the last stages of the recession as an example. And then Bitcoin can go into a wave over here, wave one, back down, wave another wave, back down, and then boom, get out of there like that. That's the best case scenario right there, guys. Worst case scenario, this turns into a 5-wave move, like so. And then Bitcoin will go up into a nice 3-wave move, like so. Not that high, probably 30,000, maybe as high as 45,000. Only to make another move back down, and it'll have a mega bear market. You can't rule that out, guys. You want to keep that in the back of your mind. But realize, too, that move up here, that 3-wave move, that A leg, that B leg, and that C wave will be a really good play on the shorts and the on the longs and the shorts. The A wave will be really good. The B wave will be good for potential shorts. And this C wave over here will be really good for longs. Okay. So all is not lost. Not yet. Let Bitcoin finish this correction. Let it go down into another wave. Hopefully, I know hope's not a strategy, that Bitcoin will finish up what it's doing in here. Right now, it's just taking up time. I still think it's going to go up a little bit, guys. I still think Bitcoin is going to go up some more with a wave right here. Correct. It came pretty deep in the RSI, as you can see. And I still think Bitcoin is probably going to be hitting testing the 18,000 areas. And you could take a look at that. That could be a good spot to exit on some longs. If you're on any longs, at least I will be looking at that. Be a good spot to be looking at a short too, if you want to go short. But we are at the bottom of the barrel. You want to be careful of going extra leverage or putting extra amount of money into those shorts. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.